Hello everyone and welcome to my blog. Today I'll be talking to you about the importance of bakers and pastry chefs in our world and why they should be appreciated more. When I was growing up, my dream was always to do something that involved baking. When I was younger, I didn't realize what bakers or pastry chefs actually go through for their craft. I didn't ever think about the long hours and early mornings. I also never thought about how much money they actually make. Imagine waking up every day at 3 a.m. and going to work. Then imagine doing that but being paid the same amount a kid in high school gets from working at a fast food restaurant. Every day, bakers and pastry chefs work hard and put every ounce of passion they have to make their product. People tend to underappreciate the work that they put into their products and just overlook how much work went into that one croissant you had for breakfast. Just like most people, they have to worry about things such as college debt and bills. They have low pay rate, usually minimum wage, and long and unusual hours. Bakers and pastry chefs should be appreciated more and paid more for the work that they do. Personally, I've been working in the baking industry for about 2 years now and about to finish my associate's degree in baking and pastry arts. And in that a short amount of time, I can see how difficult it is to get a job that pays more than minimum wage. I understand that I'm still currently in college earning my degree, so that's reasonable to get paid such a low amount. But now that I'm graduating and looking for a job to support myself and pay off my loans, I'm seeing the struggles of getting a baking job that pays over minimum wage to a person with a degree. The average amount an executive pastry chef gets paid with a degree at entry level is about $13.68 an hour. Meanwhile, the average executive chef at entry level without a degree gets paid about $18.25. This wage gap may not seem like much, being only less than a $5 difference. But when you compare side by side how much a pastry chef gets paid next to how much an executive chef gets paid, you can see the difference is massive and that those few dollars can make a difference. On average, a pastry chef gets about $31,703 a year, and an executive chef gets around $47,000 a year at entry level. As you can also see, as they both gain experience, pastry chefs can make almost no progress by the time they reach their senior level. My question is, why is this? An executive pastry chef has almost the same exact responsibilities as an executive chef. Things like preparing a variety of food, creating new and exciting menus and menu items, making their food look beautiful, monitor stock and quality for ingredients, guide other chefs, and most importantly, having great creativity. And let's not forget about the bakers. They get paid the least out of both executive chefs and executive pastry chefs, and tend to work longer and less desirable hours. Their work also tends to be more precise than anyone else's, and include tasks like decorating extremely detailed cakes, breads, and basically any dessert that the customer can think of. Their average hourly pay is $11.83, and the average hours that they start work every day are between 3 and 4 a.m. Once again, they do just as much work and work just as many hours as any executive chef. People also tend to forget about how much work a baker or pastry chef puts into each of their product, as well as to forget to appreciate the importance of their work. From personal experience, I know how much time and effort can go into making just a single batch of danishes. The whole process of scaling, mixing, laminating, shaping, proofing, baking, filling, and glazing the dough can take up to a day to complete. All of that hard work can go out the door with a customer for maybe $1 or $2, because people don't know what someone just went through to make that and will not pay anymore. And they also know they can go down the street to their local fast food restaurant and get the same thing for cheaper. Because people are getting fed up with their low pay and undesirable hours, they tend to ask their employer for more money, which often leads to one of three paths. The baker leaving their job due to feeling underpaid and underappreciated, them actually being fired for arguing they deserve more money, or the very rare chance that the employer will raise their pay. From the other perspective of the employer, there's also a problem for the business of the bakeries. They either have to raise the price of their products, which doesn't look good for customers, in order to pay the baker what they want, or to get rid of the baker, which then leads to them having to rehire, retrain, and possibly having another argument with the new baker about his or her pay. A study done by the Bureau of Labor Statistics shows the turnover rate of jobs in the baking industry is that 1 in every 4 bakers are almost forced to leave their job because they aren't making enough money to support themselves. Also, because they feel underappreciated and underpaid. Seeing this statistic for me is very scary considering I could be that 1 in 4. It can make it very hard for someone to pursue their passion in baking. So, the next time you visit a bakery or order dessert from a restaurant, remember to appreciate it and not complain about the prices. The time, passion, and effort that probably went into that one dessert is probably worth the price you pay. People in the baking and pastry industry, such as a baker and pastry chef, should be paid more for what they do. This is because they work just as hard and put just as much love into their work as anyone else in the culinary world. Their talent and passion should not be overlooked, and they shouldn't have to lose a job over being underpaid.